Oh.
If you need some inspiration or just want good company, whatever you are looking for, you'll find it here indeed, in meaningful mornings. Meaningful mornings. Meaningful mornings.
Welcome to Meaningful Mornings. Change without direction leads to vikara. Vikara means disorder. Change with direction leads to samskara. Samskara means order. Around a year ago, for many of us, change became uncontrolled. This was leading to disorder outside, inside. And so our community gathered for direction. This is our samskara, to feel order outside, inside. In the last verse, Sanjaya is referring to Dhritarashtra as Bharata. Remember your roots, Dhritarashtra. You come from a lineage of most inclusive leaders, like Rishi Rishabha, his son, Bharata. Sanjaya also describes Prince Arjuna's chariot as Uttama. He is the best chariot. And I shared with all of us that our bodies are custom designed for our best. And another reason why Prince Arjuna's chariot is the best is because of the charioteer. Everyone else says this charioteer and that charioteer. Who is Prince Arjuna's charioteer? Sri Krishna. And we get to hear from him today. And for us to personalize this, the most relative power in our personality is our intellect. Animals don't have an intellect like we do. So we are fortunate. We have the best body that is being guided by an intellect. We continue. We are on verse 25. Bhishma Drona Pramukataha Sarvesham cha Mahikshitam Uvacha Partha Pashyaitan Samavetan Kuruniti. Sanjaya is continuing to share what is happening in this conflict. He's sharing this with Dhritarashtra. In front of you, Prince Arjuna, is Bhishma Drona Pramukataha. Shri Krishna stops the chariot in front of Acharya Bhishma and Drona. This is intentional by Bhagavan Krishna because no one has been more dedicated, no one has sacrificed more for all of the Pandavas, and specifically Prince Arjuna, than Acharya Bhishma and Drona. I'll share more. Sarvesham cha mahikshitam. And behind Acharya Bhishma and Drona are other great leaders, people who are tending to the earth. There are lots of people on the Kaurava side whom Prince Arjuna respects, loves, reveres. And so what Bhagavan Krishna is doing, he is showing Prince Arjuna, he's making Prince Arjuna feel emotion. His emotional connection with Acharya Bhishma, that is more powerful than others who are skilled, like Karna and so on and so forth. Subtly, what this means for us, it is harder to maintain your state of mind at home than at work. Agreed? It is easier to teach someone else's kids than to teach your own kids. Agreed? So this is why Bhagavan Krishna intentionally put Prince Arjuna's chariot in front of Acharya Bhishma, keeping in mind, Acharya Bhishma, he's in the middle of the Kaurava side. Remember I described that to you, that everyone was around him, that Acharya Bhishma was in the middle, but Bhagavan Krishna placed him in such a way that Prince Arjuna would see Acharya Bhishma, feel that emotion. Uvacha, and then he spoke, and he said, Partha Pashetan. O Partha. It's a very familial term. You are my cousin, see. These are the first words of Shri Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita. Shri Krishna Bhagavan ki Jai. These words are Shri Krishna's only casual words. Here, there is no philosophy, no teaching, but rather more technicality. And he further says, Samavetan Kurunniti, see all of these Kurus, the Kauravas, that have gathered here. We typically study philosophy, Vedanta, in a controlled environment. Like right now, correct? Most of the people in your home are sleeping. You're not thinking about your professional work, your home responsibilities. This is called training. That training then has to be tested. Your controlled environment is going to become uncontrolled. And this is what Shri Krishna is intentionally doing for Prince Arjuna. Prince Arjuna sees that ruler, that leader, who cares? But now he sees Acharya Bhishma. This conflict has become uncontrolled. And usually what happens is we crack. Our training, when tested, cracks. This testing is a form of grace. This is a form of grace because if you're not tested on your training, you will always think you're stronger, more virtuous, enlightened. And the hope and prayer is that you are that, but that should be real. And it can only be real with testing. Think about how hard and smart pharmaceutical companies are working for their vaccines, first in a controlled environment, but then it has to be tested. on humans requiring approvals. Prince Arjuna, like us, are fortunate, are bhagya, that this testing is not coming without guidance. Built into grace is the expression of grace, which is guidance. We know Prince Arjuna cracks. We know we crack too, but there's always guidance. To be positive, to look at this from this perspective, to know your nature. My environment is highly uncontrolled. I sleep at random times. I eat at random times. I teach at random times. There's random people that walk into where I'm teaching. There's random noises happening. Perpetual testing. I am fully aware and appreciative of the grace that this testing is and the guidance that is coming with this grace. That all of this is for my development. All of this is Sri Krishna ensuring my strengths, my virtues, my potential enlightenment is real. From inspiration to application. Yesterday's application was you feeling that your ratha is a gift from God. How many of you tried? What was different about yesterday? With this feeling that your body is a gift from the Creator, what was different? You were more alert. You respected your body. You're kinder. Your tolerance increased. These are such important changes, and all you needed to do was apply. Yes. For me, my observation is I was more responsible with my body. Like, if I'm carrying a cell phone, they're designed to fall and they don't break so much. But if I'm carrying a laptop, they're less designed to fall. They're more open to breaking. So I'm more responsible with my laptop. If I know that this is Bhagwan's, I'm going to be much more responsible. Your application for today, I want you to count how many times you are agitated. So make sure you buy one of those paper stacks, you know, the 500 sheet paper stacks. Count how many times you are agitated, because that is that transition between training and testing, correct? Are you passing the test or failing the test? From application to announcements. The final morning for meaningful mornings, that is in part 4, the part we're in right now, will be Thursday, May 20th. This part will be 130 mornings. And collectively, that puts us at 370 mornings together. More than a year as high school friends, right? And we are going to celebrate, culminate this part of Meaningful Mornings, May 21st to May 23rd. In Canada, that's known as Victoria Day weekend. What are we studying? Vijaya, no? Chinmay Mission Milwaukee is organizing the Happiness Experience. This is a retreat for all ages on how to experience happiness. So all of you go to their website and register, keep track of this. I want our entire Meaningful Mornings community to be part of this culmination celebration. Shanti, Shanti, Shantihi. Be safe, be sound, be serene, be happiness.